What is going on, guys? This is Tom. I apologize for complaining about the heat yesterday. I know it was about 33 degrees yesterday, but today is reaching 38 degrees. Oh my god, that has got to be a career high for the Netherlands. And I don't know how I'm going to survive up here in my room. I'm probably going to go out and go swimming, even though all my friends are on holiday. I'll just go out like a complete loner and jump in the canal, because that is the only way I can survive this period of heat wave. I suppose you could call it that, because Holland rarely gets this hot. I'm kind of enjoying it, but at the same time, since all my friends are on holiday, it's kind of annoying. As you see these two guys sitting in identical corners. I mean, why is it that everyone wants to sit in corners on this map? I don't understand. And why do they even create those corners on lockdown? I mean, you have to put these freaking choke points in the middle of the map where everyone likes to go, and that's the same with every map. Hard hat, lockdown, everywhere. But anyway, let's get into this gameplay. This is a 52 kill, 2 death, regular kill confirmed with the M16A4, the recently buffed gun, which I'm going to talk about in a sec. But this is actually Nick's gameplay, an NL Snipes gameplay. He's my friend from Xbox Live. Well, not really, he's my friend in real life, and he also does this channel with me, as I've said countless times every time I upload his gameplays. But this is a bit of a different game in the fact that I was also in this game, and I told him, look dude, you're good at this game, alright? You know that, so I want you to go out and just get an M16 MOAB, alright? So we went into this game, and I decided to be the good guy, and I ran the MP7, the silencer extended mags, and I went with hardline and using the UAV and ballistic vest. So basically, I was literally just rushing into their spawn and getting all the ballistic vests and letting him pick up vests and basically just hold down this general area. Okay, so let's focus on why he's holding down this area. So this is going to be very gameplay focused at the start. Basically, the M16 on lockdown. It's a bit unfortunate that we got locked down, but we had to deal with it because we're not just going to skip it, because it's actually a pretty fun map to play. But as you can see, he's basically at this point really, he was kind of stuck in this general area, and he gets owned on a 17 kill streak. So this could have actually been double MOAB, but then again, you know, what are you going to do? They're all spawning there, and there's a lot of long lines of sight. Really, you got the first long line of sight is basically where he is right now. He can aim. A lot of people go in that building opposite and like to snipe, or in the that kind of corner thing, you know, right in the corner by the B flag and things like that. And this line of sight here is also very good, where he can clip behind and obviously down the corridor as well. So there's 3 long lines of sight where he can just hold off with the M16. Which, that's perfect, really. If you're using a gun like the M16, that's the kind of situations you want to be in. So it's not really rushing gameplay. It's pretty much just me throwing down vests and him getting kill by kill by kill. So I find it quite an entertaining gameplay, because he's getting a lot of kills and he is moving around a little bit, but it's quite campy. I'm not going to lie, it is relatively campy gameplay. But I wanted to talk a little bit about support, you know, people running support, because it's a huge deal on Modern Warfare 3 community, on the YouTube community anyway. I mean, you see a lot of big YouTubers just asking people on Twitter, hey, I need 5 people to run support for me so I can get a triple MOAB with the pistol, or something like that, with the USP. Alright, so first off, I think this is just boring, and I don't understand why people want to do it. I think people are just too desperate to get good gameplays that they start not enjoying themselves with the game. And to be honest, ballistic vests and, I mean, the combination of ballistic vests and UAV with support is very, very strong. And a lot of the times I'll find that, you know, subscribers are very willing to do that, because these big YouTubers, they have a lot of subscribers. All I have to do is tweet it out and everyone will go and do it. But personally, I think it's a little bit cheap. I mean, I don't mind it because, like, in terms of, it's not exactly disrespectful, but it's a little bit harsh, you know, that you actually use your subscribers that way. But subscribers will always want to do it, let's face it, because, you know, they always want that opportunity to play with big YouTubers. So they'll probably do whatever you know, they get asked to do. But I still find it a little disrespectful in that sense anyway. But in this case, what I was doing really is just a one-man army in terms of support is concerned. It's only me running vests. And notice how well I managed. I actually think I'd played extremely well this game, because what I was trying to do, as well as throwing down vests and UAVs, I was trying to control the spawns and keeping them spawning down by the C flag, you know, at the end of this corridor. And I think I did a pretty damn good job, because basically I was rushing in there, but I was kind of staying in the building, like this central building right at the end of the corridor, where, you know, the opposite side where Nick was. I was staying right there. I wasn't pushing any further, and I was literally just picking people off as they came through the building. And I was always running around, literally. I was running from left to right, but not going past a certain point, which meant that would flip the spawns. And that's a mistake I made at the start of the game. I actually accidentally flipped the spawns, and Nick was left on his own, and I kept spawning miles away from him, and there was just too many people. But in this case, I managed to keep them spawning the whole time, like in that building, down this corridor. So Nick literally had a free pass to get his MOAB, and if he's just staying around here, clipping behind stuff, then it's really not that difficult. But I also want to talk about the M16 in this gameplay. This is really just going to be a lot of Call of Duty based gameplay as he commentary as he gets his MOAB right there. The M16 was buffed. It's now a 2-shot kill at close range. It has a high fire rate, less recoil. It's overall just far too good. Far too freaking good for a 3-bus gun. It's basically exactly the same as the Type 95, except the Type 95, it just has that feeling, you know, where you shoot. It just feels like a hot knife through butter, the Type 95. But nevertheless, the M16 is an absolute monster of a gun. And I think it goes on like a 40 kill streak as well. So just generally what I wanted to do is to showcase a support kind of gameplay, you know. I wanted just not to like get a whole team, but just myself, you know. Just to showcase, you know, I don't want it to be something cheap, you know, 5 people running support, because that's just a little bit stupid. But I mean, I thought this was quite impressive, just that 2 people managed to control the spawns in such a way that Nick could get a great gameplay like this. And obviously it was his gun skill that pulled it off. I mean, that's not a very good example, but for the whole game, he just stayed alive and just picked people off the whole time. And that's because he has very good gun skills, he's a very good player. And that's the kind of guy I need, you know, and I mean, me and Nick play a lot, so really, we know how to play with each other. No homo, though. But, yeah, so the M16 is, I think what's wrong with this game is that whenever they buff a gun, it seems to go way too far. Like, I don't know why they buffed the UMP-45, because that gun was already extremely good. The M16 definitely needed a buff, but what I would think is that if it just had less recoil, I mean, everything except the 2-shot kill at close range would be absolutely fine, but a 2-shot kill is just ridiculous. I don't think that's needed at all. But anyway, that's the end of the gameplay, guys. I want to thank you guys very much for the support of my last 2 videos. I mean, a lot of comments, a lot of likes, and a lot of views as well, so I really appreciate that. That's the kind of video I like, where I just get a lot of feedback from you guys, and I like replying to the comments and reading all the comments, things like that. Unless they're extremely ambiguous, like, you know, what's your gamer tag and do you play on Xbox or PS3, but that's another story for another day. I might do a Q&A or a FAQ session at some point, but leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Let me know your opinions on support and all that good stuff, and obviously click these annotations if you missed my last 2 videos. I thought they were very nice videos, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.